What's good, everybody? This is Hhd from Hhd Kennels Buffalo Ny, upstate New York. So his first show he was on the table, but he ain't been on the table since he,
Yeah, because he way bigger.
Yeah, he was half that size. He was only 90 days at his first show. He won 7 awards. Hhd Kennels coming all the way from down the way, Buffalo, New York. And this is it right here. This the champion. If you got a standard or you got a pocket, come to the show, watch, but don't embarrass yourself, because this is it right here. He already up 9 awards. He about to get 9, 10, 20 more this year. We're going to be there bringing the heat in August with Nyce Kennels. Right now, we just did our bully talk, and we lit up, man. We lit up. We drippy. This is what a champion look like. This a product. This wasn't bought. His mom come from Champion. She daxed up. His pops come from Champion. He worldwide up. This right here is worldwide Bison. Huh, man? Man, I met this dude, Nyce, right? Well, I met Nyce. I met you at either at this show. I think I met you at this show, or somewhere on Facebook. I met him, but bro was wagging. I came up to the Champagne Vibes joint. That shit was a vibe. You know what I'm saying? So that off rip, I'm like, yo, bro, swagging with everything you do. I'm from the town. I'm from Buffalo. But like, you know, niggas from Buffalo, we fuck with niggas from Rochester. That's like our cousins, especially if you upstate. You know what I mean? So like, when I come up to Rochester, I like the way niggas swag up here, and Nyce was swagging. So like, everything he got going on, if I got a chance, or opportunity or free to get there, I come fuck with it. It just makes sense. I'm here with my boy, my future 2-club champion, Hhd Bison, aka Bison Benjamin Hermington. Bison is he's right in the middle between the standard and the pocket, and he's what you call a fawn. He's a tricolor fawn, motherfucking beautiful, gorgeous. It's my little baby right here. He's the product of Bishop and Bianca. Bianca is a chocolate pocket that I flew down to Tampa to get. She got Dax all in her paperwork, and Bishop is a lilac standard. Mr. Worldwide is his grandfather, and he comes straight from Champion Bloodline too, and this is what they produce. Hhd Bison. Get in the loop, huh, man? Yo, what's good? It's Hhd from Hhd Kennels. I'm here, Nyce Kennels, bully talk. I'm talking about this bully right here. This my boy. This my baby, Bison Hermington. He just turned 1, and like I said, he's gonna be a future 2-club champion, ABKC and UKC champion. Bison is my beautiful fawn. He's the product of Bishop and Bianca, and you know, Bison, he's already 9 awards up already. He definitely about to get some awards at this next show, at this Nyce show coming up. You know what I'm saying? August 13th. August 13th, so, you know what I'm saying, we ain't here rubbing shoulders right now, getting ready. But Bison, I plan on, I really don't want to stud him out until I at least got, I don't know, maybe 10 more awards for him. You know what I'm saying? I really want to get his stock up a little bit more before we stud him out, so that my stud fees will be in line with, you know, his value. A lot of people, you know, go off their stud fees and their prices for their dogs off the market or off other dogs. But my goal is to make him a champion himself, so that whatever I'm saying, you know you're getting a champion dog. You're not getting a dog that was a champion of another champion, son of another champion. You're getting a champion himself. So Bison, that's my plan with Bison. And you know, the more I make him a champion, that's going to up the value of his mother and father, because they produced a champion. But I would say, maybe later on this year, maybe near the end of the summer, going into the fall, Bison may do his first litter. But his mom and pops is going to drop another litter this summer. And I just want to load him up. You know what I'm saying? Bison, the reason I kept Bison off the first litter, one, because he was so beautiful. That was the plan off rip. And then my partner with the kennels and my best friend, fiance Big Baby, was like, we got to keep one. We got to keep one of the puppies. And you know, Big Baby ain't here with us to continue our vision and our plan. So I just got to make sure I do everything with Bison that we plan to do. But you know, if you're not a friend or family or somebody that's, you know, bought a dog from that kennel, you know, you're not interested in necessarily wearing their merch. You know, I'm into fashion first before I was into, you know, the dogs. I just got into the dogs because I got my first dog, Bishop, just for companionship, because I love animals and love dogs. And then, you know, fell into breeding. But I'm extremely selective with my breeding because, you know, it's not about just money for me. You know what I mean? I'm quite sure you seen so. They hopped into the game because, you know, they thought it was a money grab, and you know, they necessarily don't have no education, care, or real love for the dogs or the breed or the breeding. I do, so that's my first concern with anything, in terms of breeding of the dogs, is proper care and education on that. But also, like I said, talking about the clothing, like HHD is my brand first, and the kennels is just an extension of that. So it's like, if you buy merch, you're buying HHD, you're buying Hugo Hermes design. And my dogs is by design, the music, the real estate, everything I do is by design. So like, my merch is Hugo Hermes design, is the clothing brand. Man, you definitely need a welcome box. I learned that the hard way. I lost a puppy off my first litter. That came a little faster than we anticipated. You definitely need a welcome box. One of the main things that I plan on doing for this next litter is I bought a shed and I had power ran to it, heat and everything in it. So I'm gonna have that set up strictly for the dogs, strictly for whelping. Man, because they can get infected, she can roll over on them. That's what happened with me. I didn't have a C-section, I had straight natural birth. You deal with exotics and such though, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you need that with exotics. I ain't had the issues that you have with exotics. So she had straight natural birth. We didn't have no C-sections. So the only issue was that she was so tired, but I didn't have a welcome box, she ended up laying on one of the puppies. That was the only complication I had. As far as customer service, it definitely has to be a standard. I can't even just say treat someone how you want to be treated, because some people just don't even treat themselves good. So I would just simply say, the things that's most important to me is I want you to tell someone else that you had an excellent experience with me. And when my mentor in the dogs is I call him Bully Guy, and he's a millionaire off these dogs. When they drop off dogs to people in a fucking Bentley or Rolls Royce. And out in Cali with, the whole package. So when people get a dog from me, they get their papers, they get a week worth of food, leashes, harnesses, first shots, treats, collars. And then I sit down with them and show them the paperwork of the dog, the bloodline of the dog, explain the paperwork to them, how to send the paperwork, where to send it out to do it within a year so they don't have to pay more. I let them meet the mother and the father. I take pictures with them, make sure they have my personal number. Because I feel like, if you're buying a dog from me, now you become an extension of my family. And I'm always going to be available for any questions that you have of that dog. So that's how I carry my customer service with Hhd Kennels. And, I got good relationships with all the people who bought puppies for me, and I would suggest people do that. Also, your dog, when you pick your dog up, he's washed. Your puppy's washed and clean when you pick him up. More awards for Bison, Bishop, and Bianca. Having my shed fully furnished, electricity, heat, proper welcome box, and finding the proper customers and the new forever homes for my next litter. I want to make sure it's forever homes. I got lucky because I put in the proper work and diligence as far as talking to people and researching people before they got the dogs. And I'm just hoping that we have that same blessing on this next one. And that's how you learn. You know what I'm saying? I've learned everything I've known from talking to other breeders, vets, and going to shows. That's how you see what's going on in the industry, what's going on in the breed. That's how you network. That's how you see what you're either doing right or doing wrong. Shit, still sharpens still. So, if you get the area to sit there and talk with a successful breeder, there's a lot you can learn from those conversations, those interactions. Off rip, it was just the love of the dogs. I love animals, I love dogs. My cousin had a bully when I came home, and I just fell in love with him. And I did my research on the breed. And I was like, I want one. So I got Bishop for companionship. And then, I seen that it could be a lane as far as, investments. And I did that. But in the midst of that, it made me love the dogs even more. I want to make sure that I'm educating people on the dogs. I would say my first puppy, losing my partner, It's definitely expensive. This ain't nothing to hop in if you broke. Because taking care of your dog and going to the vet and the things they may need is expensive. You're gonna put a lot of money in before you see anything. I'm still learning. Like, I don't have a stacking machine. I need to get one. I've just been going off of videos. But definitely patience and consistency. I've made it a habit to practice stacking with my dogs every night after I feed them. So the consistency in that, you know, that's the most important thing with even training your dogs, is the consistency. Yeah. But my Instagram is Hhd Kennels. So go to Hhd, type in Kennels, and you're gonna see Bishop and Bianca on there. You'll follow us. You know, as we restart everything with Hhd Kennels and get active all the way again. You know what I'm saying? We had a hard year last year. My partner with the dogs in life, she passed away on us, and you know, that was everything. So that kind of put a pause on everything that I did. So, you know, everything with the dogs and what I do in life, I mean, it's big ups to Big Baby. That's my heart. I have Bison and kept Bison because of Big Baby. I bought Bianca for Big Baby. So, you know, we just had to go ahead and recalibrate everything in order to be able to do it right. So, you know what I mean, this year we taking it back, we getting back to it, we going all the way in. You know what I mean, and it's forever Big Baby. For fuck niggas to get out the game, that would be the best thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you got so many people who just hopped in on some money grab shit. They just trying to hustle. They're not serious about business and they're not serious about their dogs. I see so many dogs. Like, you know, someone just inboxed me the other day about a dog that somebody wasn't treating right, you know. Do I want it or where could it go? So that right there is fucking it up, because you got too many people breeding, bringing down the value of the breed, bringing down the value of the dogs, and you got so many dogs that's being mistreated. So if we can cut that down worldwide, it'll be good. The most important thing I'm gonna offer you is the education, everything that I've learned, all the thousands that I spent at the vets, my understanding of, you know, their allergies, you know, the way they need to be trained, how to train your dog. I actually signed up to go take classes at NU, Niagara University, for canine communication. So I'm about to learn on a professional level, a collegiate level, how to interact with my dogs and how to teach my dogs and train my dogs. Anyone who gets a dog from me, you'll have access to that, free access to that. So everything I learned and have learned over the last 7 years with the dogs and with canines, that's going to be at your disposal. My experiences with AI, I had a veteran breeder come in, AI my dogs, and I got my first litter without any hiccup. So his bloodline, his mother, she got Dax in her bloodline at least 6-7 times. And like I said, she's a chocolate pocket, fucking diesel shit, straight female. I flew all the way down to Tampa for Bianca. She's fucking gorgeous. She got 2 trophies at her first show. His father is Bishop. He's a lilac standard. He got Mr. Worldwide, and that's his grandfather. Both of them champions. And he actually has a little bit of Dax in him too, but Bishop's a lilac standard. And both of those is what made Bison. Young Hhd Bison right here. Bison is fucking gorgeous. He's the perfect mix of his mother and father. He's the only one from the litter that came out like this. He came out fawn with this build. Everything else was either lilac or chocolate. So Bison, like I said, he's the foundation. He's what we kept from them. This is my baby right here. I kept him because of Big Baby.
Alright, what made you want to keep him besides the color? Like, how do you choose to keep her pup?
It was really really just looking at that and just the way he looked at me. The way Bison looked at me and just the way he stood out, it just made me love him. Before we even decided to keep one, I had already told myself and made a video, like if I did keep one, it would be Bison. So when Big Baby was like, yo, Hugo, we have to keep a dog so that we can put him in shows, that was our plan, I said, well, I'm keeping Bison. And it was the best decision we made.
Alright, so when you lock them in, what does it come with?
I guess it's going to determine where I'm at as far as championships, how many trophies we got, where he's at in the breed. I want him to be known in the breed, just not locally and not within my network. My goal is for Bison to be known in the breed. So if I'm traveling to Cali, if I'm traveling to Atlanta, Texas, if I'm going up in Toronto to get him in these shows and get these trophies and get his notoriety up, that's what we're gonna do. Bianca, besides Bishop, like I want to create. That's my bloodline. So it's like, and same thing with Bishop. I used to be open to studying them out, but now I'm like, no, you either get. My goal is to have Bishop and Bianca maybe have 30 puppies on the floor, and that's it. Same thing with Bison. I'm really thinking about finding a champion girl for him, a tricolor Merle, and that's the only dogs you can get. It ain't no locking them in. You either get the dog from me or that's it. That's an idea. I guess it would take somebody to come up and say, yo, I got 5 bones, 6 bones, or whatever. You know what I mean? To make a nigga want to jump. I just haven't even thought that for another breed or nothing. Like I'm still gonna have my dogs, take care of my dogs, and really just, man, as people getting dogs, man, and just vibrating on a higher level, they really man's best friend. Like I feel like none of these dogs asked to be here. We breed them. Like a lot of these dogs can't even make naturally. You know what I'm saying? We cause them to make. So when we get a dog, like that's like getting a kid. You signing up for that dog for that life. Like Bison's been with me his whole life. He was born in the house. His mom and dad is straight there. Like if I'm going too long, as y'all know, all these dogs suffer from separation anxiety if they not around you for so long. Like Bison, I'm all he knows. So I could never imagine selling him, giving him away, or not being there. Like this is my baby, and that's what I look for as far as potential family members for who get my dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like Bishop and Bianca, they're my kids. Bison, this basically my grandbaby right here. Well, when I hopped in, Exotics wasn't even around. I got Bishop 7 years ago. He was a standard. So at standards, and who I got my bully from, who I got Bishop from, is my man Nunu. So I had just learned about bullies maybe 2 years before, and then right after that is when I started seeing tricolor bullies. Nunu popped up with 2 tries, hopped in the breeding game. So I'm like, yo, I want one off rip. He gave me the pick of the litter, which was Bishop. And I like standards, because my thing is, like, even with them being beautiful and all this and that, I still want a dog that could protect me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if necessary, if I leave him at home, my son is safe. Bishop used to come out of town with me all the time when I was working on my telecommunication business, until Flutie was like, yo, Dad, could you leave him here? Because I feel safe with him. And so I feel like with standards and with pockets, at least you have a dog that's big enough to still protect you. Man, honestly, I ain't got a preference. I just, as of right now, that's just my experience. But shit, honestly, it's whatever work. Whatever's gonna give me the most trophies, nigga, gonna be there. I might have to start practicing with him on the table.